All right, well, welcome to my online writing course. Let's take a look at the course outline, and I'm just going to kind of review some of the most important points that you might need to be aware of right now. The main purpose of this course is to help you take some steps, some academic writing type steps. So step one would be understanding basic essay structure. The second step would be understanding how to read a fairly complicated article and then write a summary about that. And step three would be is to take the same article and actually write a critique of that particular article. So through completing these three steps, it'll give you the confidence that you need, I think, to perform either a first year collegiate writing class, or if you have to take an upper division writing class that might be a prerequisite, for example, for your master's program, this course will help prepare you for either of those two goals. All right, now in addition to helping you with writing and organizing your writing, I am very much aware that you are an English as a second language student, which means that you do have some problems that you're trying to solve in terms of grammar and also in terms of writing. So I will also help you develop a keener eye toward editing that can help you when you're polishing your two multi-draft writing assignments for this class. So let's take a look at some of the goals that I've set forth for you, and I don't think they're unrealistic. You can probably, I think in a period of about 2 months, I think you should be able to accomplish these goals. So first of all, you can learn some of the different types of writing assignments in higher education. I'm hoping to help you develop some critical reading strategies that can help you read actively and critically, so it'll be easier for you to write a summary and a critique. Why? Because you will have developed, through taking my writing course, effective note-taking strategies on those reading passages, which can help you learn how to organize your writing. Also, I want to help organize your writing, especially for in-class essay examinations. So as an undergraduate and a graduate student, it is possible that your instructors or professors, they may ask you to complete an essay exam in class, and during my course I'll actually give you some really good strategies on how you can organize your writing. Another goal that we've set forth in this writing course is to help you recognize the types of errors that native speakers and non-native speakers make when they're writing, and hopefully you can minimize making those kinds of errors in your writing assignments. So I'm not going to say that we can eliminate all of your errors. I don't think that's going to happen, but I think I can help you recognize the kinds of errors that you're making, and then you can learn how to edit those. At least you can minimize the types of errors that you make. Now also, I think an important goal in this class is to write multi-draft writing assignments based on my feedback, and then possibly even feedback from some of your peers. Okay, requirements. Let's take a look at some of the things that we're going to be doing in this course. Obviously, each day there's a topic. You should read all the assigned topics. You need to complete all the essay exams and the self-study editing quizzes. You need to complete all the writing practice exercises. You should complete all grammar and editing pre-tests and post-tests. You need to make the required revisions for your summary and critique academic writing assignments. So what it means is when you do your summary, you're going to upload the file to the course, at which time I will read and grade your summary, and I'll give you some comments on some things that you need to do that can make it a little bit better than it is. So you are expected to make any required revisions of that particular writing assignment, as well as your critique writing assignment in this class. So keep those things in mind. Now the topics, the assigned topics that I've given you throughout the course are designed to help you learn the basic organizational structure of academic writing. Also, these topics will help you in terms of writing your summary and writing the critique writing assignments in this class. So it's very important, as I said, that you read all those topics. Now, the writing practice exercises um, are to help reinforce the instruction that you're learning in the assigned topics. So I think I have about 81 self-study practice exercises here, and if you complete all of these, now if it's important that you complete all of these because it will help you to improve your organization for the timed essay exams and also for the summary and critique writing assignments. Now, the timed essay exams, you'll have 3 of these. Each time you'll have 30 minutes during which you will be given time to plan, write, and edit the essays. These 3 essays are worth 30% of your overall grade. So the first essay is worth 5%, essay 2 is worth 10%, and essay 3 is 15%. So what I did is you're not familiar maybe with how I grade in the beginning of our course, so I'm not making the first essay, the weight of that is not weighted as much as essay 3. So I'm hoping as you go through the course you'll actually learn some effective ways, better ways of organizing your writing, and you should improve as you go through these different essay exams. Now once you finish, you need to click, it's called the Submit All and Finish button, so that it can be read and scored. Now you only have 1 attempt for each of these timed essay exams. You cannot take them over and over. Okay, self-study editing quizzes, we'll talk about these a little bit. So I have 22 self-study editing lessons and exercises, and each time I'll have some instruction kind of in the beginning, and then you'll have 20 different practice questions to help reinforce what you've learned. So I'll talk about all the different areas of grammar that relate to writing. I may discuss, for example, prepositional phrases in one particular lesson, then you have a quiz on that. Maybe I'll talk about comma splices, run-ons, and fragments. In another lesson you'll have an additional quiz over that area. So it's important that you work really hard, that you try to learn this information. So my theory is, as you learn how to answer these kinds of questions, you should be able to improve your editing. Now let's talk about the grammar and editing pre-test and post-test. You have 2 25-minute tests consisting of 25 questions, and they randomly draw from a test bank, so it'll give you a different set of questions each time. Now the pre-test, because it's the beginning, you don't know that much, this is only worth 5% of your grade. So once you take the pre-test, it's important that you diligently study all of the lessons and the self-study quizzes so that you can learn the editing and the grammar areas targeted in these 2 tests. For the pre-test, you will be allowed 3 attempts to take this pre-test before clicking the Submit All and Finish button. Now when we get to the end of the course, you'll have a post-test. Now remember that you've already been studying all of these different editing exercises, so the post-test is worth 15% of your overall grade. So hopefully you'll see some improvement on that post-test, which means that you've mastered the grammar and editing instruction that's been taught throughout the course. Now you will not be allowed to review the pre or the post-test, and you cannot take these tests over and over, but I will give you 3 attempts to take the post-test before clicking the Submit All and Finish button. Okay, assignment. The first writing assignment in this class, let's talk about this. This is a 1 to 1.5 page assignment in which you read a 10-page article by a sociolinguist by the name of Deborah Tannen. So you're going to read her 10-page article and then write a summary of her ideas. Now with this particular assignment, it's worth 15% of your overall grade, and you will be allowed 1 revision. So once you submit it to me, I'll read your paper and then I'll make some comments. You can look at the grade that you get. If you're happy with it, that's great. If you want to make some changes with it, you can do that. So let's go to our second writing assignment. This is the most difficult. This is a 3 to 4 page double-spaced writing assignment. And this time you're taking the same article But instead of summarizing the writer's ideas, you're actually critiquing the writer, the article. Now, once you've critiqued the article, then you need to answer the following question. So do you agree or disagree with the writer, Tannen, that there are cultural differences between men and women, including how they use talk and view its role in relationships? And of course, you need to support your opinion with some examples from your own experience or from the experience of people that you know. Now, this writing assignment is worth a lot more because it's actually more pages, so it's worth 35% of your overall grade in this course. And you will be allowed 2 revisions of this particular paper. So, because it is worth more, I'm giving you more chances to work on it. So the grade here, I think we're probably going to go by a credit or no credit basis. So if you get a credit, you will get a certificate of completion. If you get a no credit, you need to repeat the course if you want a letter of recommendation for graduate or undergraduate studies. So if you get 85% of the 100 percentage points, you will get a credit here. And I'll just briefly review again how your grade is calculated. The essay exam 1 is 5% of your grade. Essay exam 2 is 10% of your grade. Essay exam 3 is 15% of your grade. The grammar pretest is worth 5% of your grade. The grammar post-test is worth 15% of your overall grade, and then the summary is worth 15% of your overall grade. And your last writing assignment, the critique, this is worth 35%. So, and that kind of gives you an idea of how you're going to be graded. Now, the actual multi-draft writing assignments, I will assess or evaluate the writing by looking at a few areas: meeting the assignment's requirements, exploring the issue thoughtfully and in depth, coherently and logically organizing ideas supported by sufficient reasons and well-chosen examples, and your paper needs to be generally free from errors in mechanic usage and sentence structure. It doesn't need to be completely free, I think, to get an A. If it's almost free and you're not having major problems with your grammar and your editing, you'll probably do pretty well. Plagiarism. I teach at Cal State University San Bernardino. We have very strict guidelines regarding plagiarism. Be very, very careful not to plagiarize your writing. Remember, when you're summarizing, you have to take the writer's ideas and rewrite the main points of the writer using your own vocabulary and using your own grammar. You cannot copy from the reading passage word for word. If you do that, you will get a no credit for the writing assignment. So it's very important that you use your own writing. If you do choose to quote and take exactly the words from the writer, you need to actually use quotations. And I encourage you to use MLA documentation to do this. This is an accepted way of documenting external sources other than your own. It's called Modern Language Association. It's a way of documenting experts and sources that you use in research writing. So be very careful on the plagiarism. Anyway, welcome to my class. I think together we can make this a great course, and I'm going to do everything I can to help you reach the high expectations that our university has set forth. So if you have questions about anything that you're working on regarding this online course, you can contact me by email and also by Skype. My Skype username is mbuckhoff, MBUCKHOFF, and I do have office hours at Cal State University. And if you can sometimes contact me via Skype, but the problem is you might be in some other part of the world other than the United States, and when you're trying to contact me, I'm sleeping, or if I try to contact you, you're sleeping, so it may not work that way, but email is always good. Anyway, good luck to you, and I look forward to reading some of your writing assignments.